Dream Team? It's your boy D Neil back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with 10 unbelievable Would I Lie to You stories part 2. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up. Let's do this.
I was so sure that Wombles were real. I used one as an example of a mammal in a...
What is a Womble? A Womble? Is she thinking of a wombat?
I was sure that Wombles were real. I used one as an example of a mammal in a GCSE biology exam.
No, that's true. That's true. I don't need to hear the rest of the story. I know she's telling the absolute truth, dog.
How could it be real? But which one did you draw? What did he look like?
I didn't draw anything that wasn't in the question. The question was give an example of a mammal.
Oh, you used it, just wrote it down.
It was give 3 examples of mammals, and I said bear, because that's an obvious one.
Yeah.
Whale, bit less obvious, clever. And Womble was my 3rd example.
How old were you at the time?
15.
What are you looking at David for?
Let's remind ourselves what the Wombles looked like. We've got Uncle Bulgaria. Yeah? He was like the Don Corleone of the Womble family. What grade did you get then?
A.
You got A's, even though you think Womble's a mammal.
I should make clear that I didn't think the children's programme was a documentary. I thought the children's programme at Womble was based on a real mammal.
For example, a bear is a real mammal, but Yogi Bear isn't a fair representation.
You're telling me for a GCSE at age 15, the question was, give 3 examples of a mammal.
Look, this isn't the end of a game show. It's not like this one's...
That's a good point. At 15, that's a good point, Lee.
For the GCSE. Of questions.
But surely the question in a GCSE at 50 wouldn't be give us an example of 3 mammals. It's a bit of a basic question.
Why do you think that is so easy?
It's quite
You are such an intellectual snob.
That's my role on the show.
I'm sorry, you could have said cat, dog.
That's what.
Any number
Are you
of
stuck for the 3rd one? Well, I know what you're saying. You could say that you knew that they were fictional, but based on a real animal called the Womble.
I thought that maybe it was based on the fact that in real life they made their burrows from like condoms and
In reality, of course, most creatures perish because of litter, things that the everyday folk leave behind. So in a way, the Wombles did a lot of bad.
Are you saying that the Wombles message encouraged people to litter?
Yes.
People sort of said, well, maybe I was going to throw this away properly, but maybe the Wombles can make an extension out of it.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, people do dress dogs up like that these days, and so you couldn't be sure. Well, they're possibly just trained Wombles.
Yeah. In the story, the Wombles that wasn't just poor old bewildered Womble, someone's put some glasses on him. He's put his own glasses. He's gone to the Womble optician and said, could you fashion me some reading glasses out of some stuff that everyday folk have left around? And they've done that.
Right. That's actually not true. He found the glasses. He found the clothes.
He found glasses of exactly the right prescription.
You ain't gotta pick apart the show, David. You don't have to do all that. Said he found glasses with exactly the right prescription. You ain't gotta do all that, David.
There was an episode, wasn't there, where an old man had died on Wimbledon Common. Immediately the Wombles are on him. Taking everything, his medals, his gold watch, his glasses, his shoes, and there he is naked. No dignity if the Wombles are around. It's a brilliant programme.
What do we think, Bill?
I think it would be an insult to Catherine's intelligence to believe that she wrote that down in an exam. I don't believe it.
You don't. You see, I think.
It's
Go on,
true.
what do you think, then?
No, I don't believe it.
Why?
No.
Come on. Why we on that? I believe she wrote this down, bro. I 100% believe that this is true.
I don't, because I think that she seems better educated than that. I mean, I got kicked out of school at 15 and...
Why?
Because I wasn't very educated and I didn't really know anything. I couldn't spell or read. I was doing high kicks and back flips all the time. They got bored of me.
What did you do when you were expelled? Did you just run out into the street singing and dancing and going, I don't need this?
Yeah. I don't need this. I don't want this. I can't spell. I can't do what? Head roll, head roll, head roll.
I would say that in the history of this programme, we have never had two such opposing as Bill and Luke.
Well, there we are. It's time, Lee, to make a decision. Which way are you going to go, Lee?
OK, I'll go with my team and say that it's not true, even though my gut is screaming it's true. I will go with my team and say it's a lie.
OK. Catherine, is it a lie or is it true?
It is, in fact, true.
Oh, I knew it was true. I knew before she even told the story, because it was plausible. It was something that I could see happening. I just knew it was maybe a gut instinct like Lee. You knew that was true from the very beginning.
Every time I shower, I must adhere to my strict system for drying myself.
OK, quick as you can, what's the system for drying yourself?
Well, I always use a towel.
You weird eccentric.
Well, actually, I don't start with a towel. I sort of brush water off this arm. I can do that 20 times.
With your hand?
With my hand.
Yeah.
And then...
He's lying.
20 times that one.
Do you dry yourself between your legs with your hands? I don't, Richard.
Is it like an OCD thing where it is 20, or is it roughly 20?
Oh, it can be multiples of 20.
You're not serious.
Yeah, so like 20 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
We know what 20 is.
And then the same with that. And then 30 with the hair.
30 in the hair.
No.
And then I go, and then I think if I'm ready to move on to the towel phase, I think I've done the arm and head thing. It's towel time.
Yeah, he's absolutely telling a lie. If this is true, something wrong with him. We got to get a psych consultant here. If this is true, this is absolutely a lie. It's got. I don't need to hear anymore. It's a lie.
And when did you start doing this?
In the last 2 years.
When you reach for the towel, are there any other oddities, or do you basically then proceed in what we would refer to as a conventional drying manner?
Right. I get the towel and I do 50 on the top of the head.
Right.
And then this is quite a new development, actually. Probably within the last...
The whole thing is quite a new development.
No, but
Had some sort of breakdown a couple of years ago.
So now it's 50 on top and 50 behind, whereas it used to just be 50 on top.
What was it about your drying policy before this
Good
point,
question.
2 or 3 years ago, that you considered inadequate?
I was getting through a lot of towels.
How much moisture do you hold?
I am unbelievably absorbent. One could wring me out like a sponge.
Have you tried that? Because that might be a more efficient way of...
I don't see what it is about this system that is hard to believe or understand.
I don't like it.
No.
Don't do it.
If this turns out to be true, it's going to be a tense evening.
Do you or have you ever washed your car by hand rather than going through the drive-thru or something?
No, never.
No, really?
Never.
Never.
You're the most middle-class man I've ever met. You've never washed your own car.
I've been through the rolly one.
That's not the same, Miles. Getting the coin and putting it in the slot does not constitute manual labour.
Maybe that's why this started.
Yes, it's in the purchase of the car.
AC's lying so freaking much, dog. It was a lie from the jump. Come on, nobody does all this. Nobody does all this to drive.
Coincide with a new shower policy. Having seen the car go through the roly thing that for some reason you don't know the name of, even though the name pretty much creates itself.
That's right.
You sort of think, I want to create my own domestic version of this with my hands.
I don't... Yeah.
Do you have a little sign when you go into the bathroom that says stop? Once you get, do you edge forward waiting? Stop.
Oh my
You've got to do it quickly because you know things are going to beep, beep, and you're going to get out again. So, David, it's time to take a guess.
What do you think?
Lie.
It's truly horrible. I want it to be true, and I'm an optimist in life, so I'll say it's true.
I can't go with that. I mean, if it is true, then it's really disturbing and frightening and all those other things that you scare your kids with.
My instinct is that it's a lie.
It's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie.
It's for sure a lie.
Miles, were you telling the truth, Miles, or were you telling a lie?
It is true.
You're kidding me.
I recently...
There's no way. This show is absolutely insanity. I can't. 20, 50. Come stop it. That's all we got. Make sure y'all subscribe, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up. It's your boy D Neil. Out.